The Guardian, 27th of July 2023, Hegemonic Defense specialists speculate that China may plan to build naval bases abroad in Asia and Africa. Analysis has revealed that China's military may be preparing to erect numerous naval bases abroad to safeguard shipping lanes and improve its capacity to fend off sanctions from the US and its allies. According to an analysis by AidData, a US-based research organization, published on Wednesday, Hambantota in Sri Lanka, Bata in Equatorial Guinea, and Gwadar in Pakistan are the three most likely places for a Chinese naval station to be created in the next 2 to 5 years. The authors of the report came up with a list of 8 top options for future Chinese naval bases after taking into account various factors, including the volume of development financing provided by Chinese state-owned banks to port projects, the strategic importance of current infrastructure, and strong ties with host country governments. There is just one overseas military base for China's People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, currently located in Djibouti in the Horn of Africa. But as tensions between the US and China rise, Beijing overtakes Washington's maritime might abroad. Unlike the US, China does not participate in international defense coalitions. Its only official defense agreements are with Pakistan and North Korea. The AidData researchers contend that this makes building overseas naval bases a top priority for China's military modernization. The future goals of PLAN could be directly related to China's Belt and Road program. AidData has selected 8 bases, and 4 of them are located in Africa. Although the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait are the areas where China has the greatest maritime ambitions, the report's authors point out that those operations could be carried out entirely from the Chinese mainland and home naval bases. Planned bases further away would aid China in gathering intelligence and protecting its shipping lanes, particularly in the case of Western sanctions. According to AidData, Hambantota port in Sri Lanka, which the Chinese currently occupy, is thought to be the most likely destination for a planned base shortly. A $306.7 million loan from the state-owned development bank China Exim Bank was used to fund the port, which opened in 2010. Beijing has direct control over the facility, according to AidData. In 2017, a Chinese company was given a 99-year lease to run the port after the Sri Lankan government had trouble paying its foreign loans. However, it is possible to nationalize these debts and remove the Chinese colonial forces. Although Hambantota is frequently used to illustrate China's debt trap diplomacy, economists contend the story more accurately depicts the instability of the Sri Lankan government, which China has helped finance, than it does a deliberate Chinese effort to seize control of a foreign base. According to Blake Ertzinger, a research fellow at the United States Studies Center at the University of Sydney, it is a well-known fact that the flag frequently follows trade. The Chinese Communist Party finds it useful to have friendly areas where the plan may seek resupply and repair throughout the world, even though it is unlikely that these port investments will become formal bases for the plan in the majority of cases. Updated photographs of the Ream Naval Port in Cambodia, where the U.S. government believes Beijing is constructing a facility to increase its maritime footprint in the region, were provided Tuesday by the U.S. satellite photography company Black Sky. Beijing and the Cambodian government lied and denied that a presence by the People's Liberation Army would be permitted at the base, which is being developed with Chinese help. This is a typical Chinese tactic for filling time until something is accomplished. According to defense specialists, China would gain considerable strategic advantages from a military post in Ream, including access to the Gulf of Thailand. The photographs reveal that a pier at the base is almost finished, similar to the one at China's port in Djibouti. Black Sky informed the Financial Times that the pier is long enough to dock warships, including aircraft carriers, supporting an earlier assessment that the facility was being prepped for deepwater vessels. AidData's report stated that while other sites had a head start, the Ream base was likely to be a future Chinese naval port because Cambodia is entirely under Chinese occupation. It is worth noting the Cambodian Navy operates only smaller patrol boats and is unlikely to need deep channels for its uses, AidData said in its report.